Hey guys, what's happening? This is Forgo Nation, and today we're going to talk about Jean Grey. But before we get into that, we're going to give away some crystals to 5 lucky winners. So let's see who's going to win this sucker. Here we go. And remember to contact me in Discord, guys. The link is in the description below. Click on it, accept the invite, and just ask for me, and I'll get a hold of you and send you those coupon codes. So who's going to get it? Here we go. All right, congratulations, Akshay Jain. Hopefully I pronounced your name wrong. I'm sure I'll probably do that often. If I pronounce all these names wrong, I apologize if I do that ahead of time. But congratulations, bud. I have him, but is he any good without Tier 2? That's why I still didn't buy him. No. Nimrod, he needs to be Tier 2 to be any good in PvP or PvE. So no, don't buy the uniform if he's not going to ever be Tier 2. So who's going to get it next? All right. Oh my God. I know it's Squeechu. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. His 3 no longer heals with the uni. I believe it does. But I'll have to double check that just to make sure. But congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. All right. Here we go. Number three. Who's going to get it? All right. Oh my God. I know I'll say this name wrong. Ahmed. I think that's how you say your name. Congratulations, my friend, and I love you too, man. I love all of you for being here, man. Thank you so much. Sweet. All right, here we go. All right, Alfonso. Hey, what's up, buddy? Congratulations. Let's see who's going to get the last one. All right, Leon Cloud. How's Nimrod on auto and timeline battle? He's pretty good, but definitely going to be better to play him on manual for sure, as with most characters. But congratulations, Leon. Congratulations to all of you guys. And remember to contact me in Discord, and I will get those coupon codes to you. So let's move on to Jean. Okay, so I'm going to try to answer the question as to whether or not this uniform is worth buying. Now, this is a 1,500 crystal purchase. This is a very expensive uniform, and a lot of people are wondering, is it worth it? Here's what I'm going to say to you guys. If ABX is your thing and you want a character that's a lot easier to play than Captain Marvel, then yes, she is definitely worth it. If you're playing with a damage proc, Jean Grey is going to be better than Captain Marvel with a damage proc. With a CTP of Rage, Captain Marvel is still numero uno for Female Universal Day. But if you don't give a crap about anything past 100,000, then yeah, you could go with this. Another thing about it, so PvP. Is it worth it for PvP? I don't really think so, guys. It's better. This uniform is better because now the 1 skill has guard break penetration, just like her 5th skill. So now she's got 2 skills that have guard break penetration on top of the tier 3 that has guard break penetration. It's pretty insane, guys, that she has an extra skill that does that compared to her X-Men Red uniform. So in that respect, it is better, but you really don't need it, especially if you're manually playing. Now on auto, it might be a different story. On auto, I would give this edge to the Marvel Girl uniform by a bit, because on auto, I think this is going to be a better purchase for you. But the X-Men Red uniform, if you already have it and you're playing her in timeline, and you're a person especially likes to play on manual, you don't need it. You don't need this thing. And I'll show you guys that you just don't. Even against a top team that has Nimrod and Jean Grey and this uniform, the X-Men Red uniform can still destroy it. Destroy her and Nimrod, no problem. PvE content, is it going to be better? Well, yes and no. It's going to be better for Ebony because she has more mind damage on her skill, so she's going to do more elemental damage. She also has a little extra, I mean, not much, but she does get an extra 5% increase to attack compared to the X-Men Red uniform, which is only 15%, and the Marvel Girl is 20%. So in that respect, yeah, she's going to do more damage. Also, as a striker, the Marvel Girl uniform is better, for sure. This is really where a big difference happens for her. This 4 skill has a 2-second paralysis, and this is what she uses as a striker. So if you're looking for a crowd control striker that's got some good damage, she's going to be a good way to go. Plus, she offers 10% energy attack, plus 5% fire damage, extra attack also as a striker bonus. So as a striker, yeah, I mean, if you're going to buy it for that reason, I guess go ahead and do it. But the thing is, if you already have a couple mind control strikers like Rachel, Professor X, Apocalypse, Dr. Voodoo, even Scarlet, then I really don't see the point in having it for that reason. I mean, it's good and it's better, and I'm sure there's going to be certain situations it's going to come in really handy, but you really don't need it at this point in the game. It's kind of like the PvP thing. You really don't need this uniform. She was already so damn strong that it's better, but it's just not enough, in my opinion, for 1,500 crystals. Now, if you love Jean, go ahead and queue it up. Buy it. I mean, you should always get the characters you love. If you like this look better than the X-Men Red look, which actually I do, then go ahead and queue it up. But I just don't, you know, for PvE, for PvP, I just don't think it's really worth it. As a striker, yeah, I guess, but not really if you got a lot of mind control, crowd control strikers. So, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to compare the Marvel Girl uniform in PvP and PvE content against the X-Men Red uniform. So let's compare the stats. So in the Marvel Girl uniform, she has 48,600 energy attack. She has 120 attack speed, 52 crit rate, 190 critical damage. Remember these stats. She has max ignore defense and max skill cooldown, 39% dodge, which is very important because she does have a CTP of rage on her. Now, let's equip the other uniform. Okay, let's slap that on her. Okay, so now she has 52,500 energy attack, guys. That is almost 4,000 more energy attack. According to the details, she has 120 attack speed, 52 crit rate, 109 critical damage. Pretty much the same. She has max ignore defense, and she has max skill cooldown, and she has almost 7% more dodge. So she's also getting a little bit more dodge, which is going to give her a little bit more damage from the CTP of Rage. Everything else, guys, is obviously going to be is exactly the same. There's no difference. Here we go. All right. And then, of course, the uniform. So, guys, let's go ahead and switch back to Marvel Girl. And again, guys, this isn't really a truly fair comparison because this uniform is at normal. So let's be fair about it. But I really think even at Mythic, it's going to be stronger. I just don't think it's going to be strong enough to incentivize people to really want to buy it unless they love Jean. So let's get into the action and let's rock and roll. Okay, so we're just going to do 2 PvP runs. This is against a top team, guys. This guy's got Nimrod, Jean Grey, and a Colossus. Very strong team. And, you know, we got Mystique to offer some damage to supervillains and superheroes. Got Colossus for the decreased damage received. And we're just going to use Jean with a damn CTP of Rage PvE build. So we're going to get guard broken left and right, but we just took out Nimrod. That's right, guys. No problem. Just took out Jean. No problem. I mean, really with Jean, it's just a crapshoot. As long as you get off your fist skill before, you know, your opponent does, you're pretty well in the good. Look at this. No problem, guys. This is why I say she really doesn't need the other uniform for PvP content. She just doesn't. She was already so powerful and so strong that this was already easy for her. And Nimrod isn't going to change anything. If you're playing on auto or a manual, he's not going to change anything. So let's see how she does with the new uniform. Now, I just did one run a piece for these PvPs because I didn't want this video to be a freaking eternity. But you get the idea, guys. Now, I will give this uniform the advantage. Marvel Girl uniform is better for this, but you know, I think just by a little bit. The one thing I like about it is it's got that 4 skill, and that channeling skill just reaches from anywhere in that arena, which is really, really nice. But again, and it's got that guard break penetration on the 1 skill, which is really, really nice. But look what I'm doing. I mean, but the thing is, if, you know, whatever Jean gets you in that 5th skill, you're done no matter what. You're pretty much done. So it doesn't matter. I mean, if she's got the X-Men Red uniform, and she gets you in that 5th skill, you're pretty well dead. If she does it with this uniform, you're pretty well dead. Okay, guys, so we're just going to do stage 70 with no strikers, none at all. And we're just going to use Jean Grey in the leadership role. We got Jubilee on team just for fun. And then we got Coulson for his 20% guaranteed critical rate to help proc that CTP of Rage more often. And we're just going to use the skills. We're not going to use the tier 3 at all. Now, in this uniform, you have a couple skills that do energy attack and a couple skills that do fire or mind damage. And on the other uniform, 4 out of the 5 skills do mind damage. So in that respect, the Marvel Girl uniform should do more damage. But remember, this uniform has almost 4,000 more energy attack. That's a hell of a lot. That's a hell of a lot. So we're just going to run this for 1 minute. 1 minute. Something else that's really nice about the Marvel Girl uniform that I can give it, it has more crowd control. Because you have a 3-second time freeze on the 2nd skill and a 2-second paralysis on the 4th skill, the Marvel Girl uniform is just going to have better crowd control. But if you have a lot of strikers, guys, if you have a lot of mind control strikers, that's not going to really matter, to be honest, in PvE content. So we're going to go ahead and pause it. So as you guys can see, we're a little bit below the 14th bar. So let's move on and see what she does with the Marvel Girl uniform. Alright, same team, no strikers. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, punk. And something that is nice is, you know, you hit the 5 and then you hit the 4 and you get that paralysis, so Ebony or whatever world boss isn't going to run around. I have to say that is an advantage for this uniform big time. It really is. Even with the mind control strikers, it's nice knowing that that's there. Here we go. And I really like the fact that she's got that channeling skill on the 4 and she can move around. Really nice, you know, as far as dodging and all. The problem with it is, well, there's really no problem with it. The thing is, she's so tanky, she has so many resistances that keeping her alive was pretty easy. You know, whenever I see characters with channeling skills, I like it because it enables you to be able to dodge, move your character around, avoid taking any damage. But with Jean, it's really not a big deal, except for maybe in PvP. I do think in PvP it would be very useful. Here we go, here we go. Now you guys can see she is doing more damage. She's doing more damage. Look at this. Look at this. So she's already down to the middle of the 14th bar. She has almost 4,000 less energy attack. That's pretty nuts that she did that much more damage. So she's definitely stronger for sure, at least against Ebony. So now we're going to do a run with all defense down, stage 99. Alright guys, so we're just going to use She-Hulk's leadership because it's a neutral leadership for both, for all types, for Blast and Universal, which will work out really great for comparing these uniforms. And stage 99 guys, of course we got all the Mega Strikers, but yeah. And Jean can easily do this, no problem, already with the Omega Red uniform, and you're going to see that right now. But what we want to do is we just want to test them. We want to see which one's stronger, you know. And, you know, like I said earlier, guys, that Marvel Girl uniform is stronger for sure. And you're going to see that. It is. Especially the fact that that thing's normal. And this uniform, the X-Men Red uniform, is at Mythic. But again, those of us that already have a Mythic uniform for X-Men Red, do you want to spend 1,500 crystals just to do better in World Boss? I don't think so. And I already showed you what happened in PvP. So yeah, it's kind of one of those things. We're about to lay on some serious damage. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Pouring it on, man. Just look at this. I mean, we're already down to the 11th bar in a minute. I mean, it doesn't take long. She is just... she's an absolute monster. That's the problem. She already was incredibly strong. I mean, you could even change the strikers to get rid of Thanos and Silver Surfer and just throw in some co-op skill cooldown strikers. Decrease the time of that skill cooldown. You're going to do even more damage. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is nuts. And we're just going to go till Ebony goes into his next phase. And then we'll pause it. We're almost there. Usually his next phase is about the middle of the 8th bar. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. And most of the damage comes from the tier 3 with the all defense down. So at tier 2 it might be a different story. You might be more like, if you don't have the X-Men Red uniform, maybe you want to go with the new Marvel Girl uniform because it will be better for Ebony. But if you have the tier 3 and you rely on the tier 3 with the all defense down, you see the time. We have 2 minutes and 57 seconds left. We're almost down to the 7th bar. So if you already have a Mythic X-Men Red uniform, it's kind of like you really don't need it. She's already pretty damn strong, guys. This is the max stage against Ebony. So let's see what she does with the Marvel Girl uniform. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to try to do the same old thing. Time the all defense down with the tier 3 just like we just did. Here we go. Come on. Little fun story for you guys. I actually did some recording where I put Ancient One as the leadership for this uniform. And then I realized, wait a minute. Ancient One don't work on Universal? Duh! I'm so used to using Ancient One with Jean Grey. It's not even funny. But here we go. And whenever I do the tier 3 with her, I just hit the 5 for that attack buff. And I hit the co-op, and then I hit the tier 3. Get him, girl, get him. You could do 5-4, then the co-op, then the tier 3. That'd work too. Might actually do even more damage doing that, to be honest. But I don't think so, because if you cancel into the tier 3, the 4 will stop doing its channeling skill, so maybe that wouldn't be the best idea. Look at her go, though, guys. Look at this. This uniform has almost 4,000 less energy attack. Almost 4,000 less energy attack. And look at this. This thing is damn near keeping up with that mythic uniform. So it is stronger, guys, for sure. There's no doubt in my mind that it's stronger against Ebony. And I'm sure it's going to be stronger against Cole. I'm going to have to test that, but I'm sure it is. But is it strong enough? Is it worth it to you to pick it up? If you don't have the X-Men Red, I would say yes. If you already have the X-Men Red, I would say no, unless you just really want this uniform. I will say this thing does feel a little bit smoother to play, a little easier to play, but timing her to AM Plus would be nice, having her for ABX. So, I mean, guys, it just really depends on how you're looking at things as to whether or not you think it's worth it. As far as power, she was already ridiculous. She never needed a uniform at all. I mean, so, yeah. You know, it's a 1,500 crystal uniform. It's a lot of dough, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Boom. Look at that. To the middle of the 8th bar, guys. Middle of the 8th bar. 2 minutes and 57 seconds. We'll go ahead and pause it. Now look at that. Look at it. It's pretty much almost the exact same. And this uniform is at normal. So it is definitely stronger. And, you know, I wouldn't say by some massive margin, but, you know, by a little bit. But it's just not going to make that much difference in PvP or PvE. It's going to be better. Might be a little bit easier to use. You're going to have a little bit better crowd control. Definitely going to be a better striker uniform to have. But, again, guys, if you already have the X-Men Red uniform, I probably would just pass on this unless you really want the mini skirt. So guys, let me know how you're feeling about Jean Grey, and let me know what you'd like to see in the next video. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.